So 2020 turns out to be the year of active noise cancellation, and most earphones manufacturers seem to be jumping onto this trend and launching earphones with ANC. We are in a quest to find out how much do we need to spend in order for us to get a decent pair of ANC True Wireless Earbuds. These earbuds cost almost 6 times less than the Airpods Pro, so is it any good? Let's compare them. And welcome to a review of the MPOW X3. Hello, my name is Sean and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of tech reviews as well as unboxing, and if that is something that interests you, do consider subscribing to this channel, leave a thumbs up on this video as well as share this video to all your friends around. And with that said, let's get on with a review of the MPOW X3. I'm really happy that active noise cancellation is starting to become more accessible. Before this, the choices we have for ANC headphones are usually from companies like Bose or Sony. So now that the technology is more widespread, we also have the opportunity to check out many budget options for active noise cancellation. And since this is an ANC earphones, let's stack it up against the Airpods Pro to see if the Airpods Pro is really 6 times better than the MPOW X3. I personally got these earbuds for around 191 Malaysia ringgit, and it's one of those ANC earbuds you can get for less than US 60. The cheapest ANC I've tested previously was the Xiaomi Airpods Pro, and that ANC wasn't all that powerful. I'll leave my links in the description below, so if you're interested in getting these earbuds, you can check out some of the latest prices there. The MPOW X3 is designed to be very contemporary, no bold design, no fancy materials. All it is a humble matte black plastic case that is not out there trying to impress people with its fancy outlook. One of the things that I noticed when I picked these earbuds out of the box is the build quality. Although it is a simple plastic box, these earbuds doesn't feel cheap at all. The lid does feel a little bit loose, but everything else is very solid and very sturdy. The front of the case has a very simple MPOW logo. Personally, I like earbuds a little bit more stealthy, and if they went without that logo, I think it would be a better look overall. The bottom of the case sports a USB Type-C charge port, and fortunately it meets the minimum standard of having USB-C in 2020. One unique touch of the MPOW X3 is that it incorporated this textured line at the side of the earbuds to give you extra grip when holding onto the case. The line also goes all the way up to the side of the lid, so there's something for you to grip on when opening the lid. So when you open up the case, the earbud sits nice and snug inside the case, and everything is held on by magnets. And there are 4 LED indicator lights to tell you how much battery you have left in the case. Overall, the earbuds are designed quite similarly to the Airpods Pro and has a stem running down the side of the earbuds. And the benefit of having this style is that the controls and microphones can be separated from the driver enclosure, and therefore you can have a bigger driver inside to give you better sound quality. At the side of the stem, you'll see a recessed area right here which holds the touch panel. At the bottom of that, there is a MPOW logo, and on each of the stem there are 2 microphones, one for phone calls and one for the ANC. Comparing the MPOW X3 to the Airpods Pro, they both pretty much have the same footprint, but in a little bit different style and closure. Overall, I think the Airpods Pro feels nicer to the ears because of the slight curve on the stem that hugs the side of your cheeks very nicely, but all in all, the MPOW is still a very comfortable earbuds to use. And I don't feel any fatigue even using it for a long period of time. In terms of its feature, the MPOW X3 is quite a well-spec'd earphone. This earphone features the latest Bluetooth 5.0 chipset, but MPOW doesn't publish the brand or model of the chipset that they use. I suspect there is no Qualcomm chipset here since manufacturers will normally market Apex codec if they have it. Probably it only supports AAC as well as SBC codec. With ANC on, these earbuds give you roughly about 6 hours of battery life, and the case gives you an additional additional 18 hours of juice. So that's roughly about 24 hours of total playback time. If you have ANC off, it gives you a total of 7 hours of playback time, and the case would give you an additional 20 hours of juice, and that's roughly about 27 hours of battery life in total. The entire case and the earbuds charges up in about 2 hours. The earbuds is also rated with an impressive IPX7 water resistant rating, and IPX7 means these earbuds can be submerged into 1 meter of water for about 30 minutes. So meaning using these earbuds in the rain for gym use shouldn't really give you any problems at all, since they don't market these as swimming earbuds, so please don't bring them swimming. Connecting the MPOW X3 to your phone is actually a very simple process. So all you gotta do is pull out the right side of the earbuds and you will see it flash in green and red. So once that happens, you can click on scan on your phone and it should start to detect the earbuds. So click on MPOW X3. It should ask you for a confirmation. So there you go. Click on OK. And there you go. Your MPOW X3 is now connected to your mobile phone. The ANC performance of this MPOW X3 is really very impressive. With my tests, most of the low frequency sound gets cut off, and personally I feel the performance is pretty much on par with the Airpods Pro. Of course, with every ANC earbuds, finding that seal is very important, and Apple provides you with an iOS feature to test your ear tips seal. However, for the MPOW, you only have your ears to really test out the seal for your ANC. The good thing about the X3 is that it uses a standard ear tips compared to the proprietary ear tips of the Airpods Pro. So throw on some Comply foam tips and you get even better passive isolation. Once you find your ear tips, you can start enjoying awesome ANC performance. Out of the box, the ANC is turned off, so just tap and hold on the right side of the earbuds and you should hear a difference when the ANC kicked in. One great thing about this ANC is that it doesn't give you that pressurized feel you get with most in-ear ANCs. The Airpods Pro solved this by putting an extra vent on the ear tips to help with airflow, but the MPOW just does it organically, which is pretty impressive in my opinion, or maybe the ear tips just fits me very well. In terms of the soundstage, the MPOW is really very impressive. Not only does this earbud sound much louder than the Airpods Pro, but it also has a more full-bodied sound compared to the Airpods Pro. The Airpods Pro in this case sounds a little bit more gentle, a little bit more classy, but the MPOW X3 is loud and the bass is like in your face powerful. And I tried these earbuds with some nice audiophile music on YouTube, and it's not the best representation, but I can feel the soundstage is really good, very clear, but still nowhere near any audiophile earphones. If you want a loud and powerful soundstage, then this MPOW X3 is definitely the earbuds for you. So one feature that MPOW X3 advertises on their box but not on their website is the environmental noise cancellation. So this is similar to Qualcomm's CVC technology offering. The concept overall is the same. Listen to your environment, cancel them so that your voice comes through clearly. And I think they work pretty well with the MPOW X3. So let's take a listen to the call quality of these earbuds. So this is a test to see whether or not the MPOW X3 is a good earphones for making phone calls. So this is me speaking with no ambient noise in the background, and it's a relatively quiet environment, so this is the call quality that is going through. So what I'm going to do now is turn on a simulated background noise. And now I have a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is my sound quality that is coming through. So if you're on the other end of the phone call, this is the quality that you can expect. So this is again a test of the MPOW X3. With Bluetooth 5.0, these earbuds also performs quite well in terms of its latency performance, although we don't see any Qualcomm Apex support here, but most Bluetooth 5.0 earbuds does perform very well, especially with YouTube as well as Netflix. But when you play some games like PUBG or COD Mobile, you should see some very minor latency when playing those games. So anyway, let's take a look at the latency performance of these earbuds. So this is a test to see whether or not the MPOW X3 actually has a latency problem. So what I'm going to do now is clap into the microphone and you should be able to tell. So here we go. And with that, you should be able to tell whether or not there is a latency problem on these earphones. The MPOW X3 allows you to control most of the controls of your media. It says that it allows you to control volume, but I kinda have no luck with controlling the volume, but constantly triggers the ANC on and off instead. The control scheme is not so traditional, so it takes some getting used to, especially when you're switching between different earbuds a lot. So in order to pick up phone calls, simply tap once on either side of the earbuds, either left or right, and to end calls, double tap on the left or right earbuds. To play or pause media, simply double tap on either side of the earbuds, and that should allow you to play or pause your media. And to skip forward, simply triple tap on the right earbuds, and to skip backwards, triple tap on the left earbuds. So to turn on ANC, simply press and hold the right earbuds until you hear the ANC kicked in, and to call out your assistant, simply press and hold the left earbuds like this, and that should pull out your assistant. So that's basically the control scheme of the MPOW X3. So overall, I think the MPOW X3 is a fantastic pair of value for money ANC earbuds. And if you have the budget for an Airpods Pro, definitely go ahead and get those. They're more comfortable and it's a fashion statement that turns hit. However, if you want sheer audio performance and ANC performance, maybe give the X3 a try since it costs 6 times lesser than the Airpods Pro. So that is it for this review, and if you find this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.